everybody, it's Miss K and welcome to Miss K on Postal. So I come tonight to tell you guys, well, tell my MHAs, not everybody, just my MHAs, about all the glorious news that's going to happen for some of you guys in the next couple of weeks. So I just got home because I was at work. I'm tired as fuck, y'all. My feet hurt, arms hurt, everything hurt, child. But I had to come tell you this before I took my ass, took a shower, and got into bed and had some drinky time. You understand what I'm saying? So listen. So I know you guys have been, some of you have been asking questions, wondering when conversion is going to happen. I know you guys are waiting with bated breath because you want to be converted, but the shit really hit the fan and you want to make sure that you in it to win it. So as you know, remember the contract that we allegedly voted on had to be ratified, and 180 days after ratification of the contract, that's when the changes are supposed to occur. So for my MHAs, because I had to, make some notes, y'all, because I'm tired, Miss K tired. So for my MHAs, yes, there will be a conversion. Remember, in the contract, there is an automatic one-time conversion for MHAs, and also if you are a full-time flex or whatever that nature, they have automatic conversion. Now remember, this conversion happens if you are in a facility that has over 200 man hours. Now, if you're in a very large facility, that's quite easy to do. If you're in a smaller facility, even if you still have like 100 employees, 100 mail handlers, maybe you're going to reach that. So remember, over 200 man work hours, you will be able to get converted. Now, remember, the one-time conversion that they're going to do will be for those who have had 24 months or more, meaning between 2 and 2.5 years on the date that the contract was ratified. Now remember, this doesn't mean right now. This means when the contract was ratified in March, your standing should have been at 2 years already, or you might have been over. So that's how you're going to get converted. If you're not going to make 2 years until July, you're not going to be considered in the one-time conversion. The one-time conversion is for those who have done 24 months, and then you'll get converted. So if you are at your particular facility, at your location, your plant or station or wherever you are, and you've already done, let's say, 2 months and 2 days, and this was already, I'm sorry, not 2 months, y'all, 2 years. Let's say 2 years and 2 months. And this happened at the time that the contract was ratified, you would be considered for automatic conversion. Okay? So for those of y'all who are on the list, wherever you are, if you already know you're sitting on 2 years, you've passed 2 years in January and February definitely, then you are good to go. If you kind of iffy on the 2 years, I can't say for certain if your facility will go ahead and convert you. Let's say you like 1 year and 12 months and 1 day, and they need to convert. I can't say with certainty if they're going to do it. It does not jive with what the contract wants. The contract wants 24 months. So if you are in the waiting list, if you're in the wings waiting to be converted, you will get that done. So remember, it goes back to the ratification date of the contract, which is March 13th. So on March 13th, you should have already had your relative standing date of 2.5 years. If you had 2.5 years on March 13th of 2023 of this year, you will automatically get converted. Automatically. If you are not, or you were not on that date, you will not get converted. This is specifically straight out of the contract that was ratified and agreed upon. Now, if you are still an MHA, they still will do a conversion. The automatic conversions will happen first, and then they will do those who are in relative standing who have 24 months, right? Pretty much the same motherfucking thing. It's 2.5 years, whatever. If you don't have 2.5 years, let's just break it down like this. Baby, if you don't have 2.5 years, your ass ain't getting converted in an automatic conversion. So don't come here and say at your place, well, I'm about to make 2.5 years at the end of June. No, you need to have 2.5 years when this fucking contract was ratified. Now, will they go ahead and convert some people regardless of the 2.5 years? Maybe at your location. Look, knowing that my location is shady as a motherfucker is, they probably fucking will. But if you already know for sure you have your 2.5 years and you got it, around February and March, shit, you probably could get it in April. You will be considered next in line for conversion. It is automatic. So remember, when you get converted, you will no longer be a non-career. You will not be an MHA. You will be a career regular with full-time benefits and scheduled NS days. Okay? Now, if for some reason you do not get converted, and during this time period of the automatic conversion that's supposed to happen in the contract, now, what will happen for a lot of you MHAs, they're going to go ahead and start advancing you guys your 40 hours of leave. Now, as a career regular, every year, if you have any vacation time left, it rolls over. You have a certain amount you can only roll over, but baby, trust me, if you like me, ain't shit rolling over because I'm burning every day I get to get away from this goddamn place. But I digress. So, MHAs, you are now going to be given advanced annual leave, meaning you will get 40 hours at the beginning of your year, your term, whatever, on your account, and you can go ahead and use your 40 hours to schedule for time off. Now, remember, before, the way it worked is you had to earn your time. And then normally what happened is you earned your time, and then whatever time you earned, when it was time for you to take your 360 break, your break of service, whatever you guys call it, wherever you're at, you use the time that you accrued to pay for your time off so you can still get paid because you were not in pay status at the time. So now, babies, that's not what's going down. So now you motherfuckers are finna get advanced annual leave, and this is for MHAs and for PTFs, okay? So, baby, y'all cooking with gas. Now, also, too, remember, they're going to do the retro pay period for any back pay that was supposed to be done when we had COLAs of increase that happened, I think, in February of this year. We had one of November of last year, pay rates and pay changes. So if you did not get those will also be added. Now, mind you, all these things are supposed to take place within the next pay period, which will fall on 6/17. That's June 17th. So that will be the beginning of a new pay period. Remember, the post office never does anything in the middle of a pay period. They always do it at the beginning of a new pay period. And if you're new to the post office and you don't understand how it starts, a pay period ends on a Friday and the new pay period will begin on Saturday. So that June 17th is a Saturday. That is the beginning of our pay period. That's what we consider the beginning of a new pay week. And so that's when all these changes will take effect. So if there's going to be conversions, if there are going to be pay changes, back pay, retrograde, whatever, those will be given on that date. And then you'll probably see it in the next pay period. So just to recap, remember guys, for those of you who are next in line MHAs to be converted, if you have your 2.5 years, your 24 months prior to ratification date on March 13th or on that date of this year, you will automatically be converted. Also remember too, my MHAs, you are now going to be given advanced annual leave of 40 hours that you bank. And if you need to use it for time off, you can use it, whatever. Also, remember, there's still going to be a conversion on top of the automatic conversion. They actually go hand in hand, the automatic conversion and regular conversion. But you still have to have, what now? 2.5 years. 24 months in order to be converted. Now, and that's, remember, it's based upon your facility, based upon 200 man work hours for that facility, okay? All right. So, I got some other notes here because I wanted to go over a lot of shit with you guys. So, what else is going on? Okay. So now, also too, remember, the step waiting period, remember, because we're eliminating step BB. So step BB, that's the step within the pay raise in the pay grade schedule that us mail handlers have. They're eliminating that step. They're also eliminating the step waiting period. So it's going to be changed. So the step waiting period when you went from one step to the next was 52 weeks that you had to wait for the changes. Now, child, they doing 48. You see my face, right? So we're like 4 or 5 weeks. Ooh, less. Ooh, why the motherfuckers y'all just give us no period? Just go from one step to the fucking next. Why we gotta wait 48 weeks? The hell, that's like goddamn half the goddamn year. Like, Jesus Christ, just give us no waiting period. But I didn't vote on this contract, so that's neither here nor there. But remember, when there is going to be your step changes, elimination of BB, and then whatever step that you're going to go to next based on your pay scale, your pay grade, the waiting period is no longer 52 weeks. It is going to be what? 48 weeks. Right, you guys heard me. So also too, just to go over a couple of other things. So remember, also, if you are an MHA, and if you get converted with a minimum of 90 days of continuous service, okay? So it's very rare, but it does happen. If you are MHA and you barely made your 90 days, but for whatever reason at your particular facility, they need to convert. And let's say you're number 1 or you're number 2 and they need to convert 3 MHAs. Boom, 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 and you 3 get converted. There is no 90-day qualifying period for the use of your annual. Now, before, there used to be, when you got converted, there was a 90-day hold. So you couldn't use your annual for 90 days, 3 months. So, and it happened to me. When I got converted, I could not use my annual for 90 days. And they usually, you can see it on your pay, on your stuff, but you couldn't use it. So they gave it to you, but you could not use your annual. Now, if you are an MHA and you get converted and you've been there less than 90 days, you no longer have that 90-day hold period to use your annual leave. Also, remember, contrary to what these people be telling y'all, because y'all be telling me this bullshit and it's a goddamn bald-faced lie, there is no 90-day probationary period when you get converted. Whoever told you all this bullshit-ass lie, and I keep hearing it, it doesn't happen, and it's in the contract. We do not have any more, because it was eliminated years ago, about 4 years ago, the 90-day probationary period. So before, when you was an MHA and you got converted to regular, you had a 90-day period, a review period, a probationary period where you had to be on your good, even as a regular, so they don't fucking still can fire you. Because then they used to could fire you or terminate you or even write you up if you were in your 90 days after you got converted. That does not exist. So for you guys who are still writing me and telling me that wherever you're working, your manager, your supervisor, whoever the hell is telling you, you have a probationary period after you got converted, they'll fucking lie. Cite your contracts. Go find your shop stewards, because these people telling y'all lies all day long. They just feed y'all lies and rice. That's what you get. Lies on rice with some gravy. No, that's not what happened. So remember that. Also too, for you MHAs who are getting converted, and some of you guys may have a little bit of disciplinary action in your folders. Remember this. When you are MHA, let's say you got letter of warnings. Not saying that you got thrown out, kicked out, whatever. You just got a letter of warning. Maybe you one of them people like me. When I was MHA, I got one, and the union fought it for me, and it just busted down to an oral discussion. But if you have a letter of warning and it's still on your file, when you become a regular, they purge your letter of warnings. Now, I know a lot of you people say you may have heard about it, but you didn't believe it, or maybe your management or maybe even your shop steward told you they did not purge them. That's another fucking lie. They serve y'all lies, rice, and yams. No. Your letter of warnings, when you become a regular, are supposed to be purged. And they went ahead and reiterated it in this contract that was ratified this year. So remember, any letter of warnings that you were given and you get converted to career status, those letter of warnings will be and should be and shall be purged. And if you want to make sure, you can either go to your union, but you know you got to wait about a month or two because they move so damn slow. Just you getting converted in genuine, it's just going to be a pain in the ass, and it takes forever. It's going to take forever to get your uniform card. It's going to take forever for them to even convert you over and you come out of being an MHA into a regular status, even on your pay. Trust me, I'm telling you, it's going to be fucked up. Insurance-wise, everything. So, most of this information I'm giving you guys is for my MHAs because a lot of you guys are concerned about conversion. A lot of you guys are coming up to be converted. And I did mention to you guys that sometime in June and July, they will be doing the conversions and the mass conversions of automatic conversion for those of you guys who have 2.5 years. A lot of y'all are waiting on that because some of y'all may have been there 2.5, maybe going on 3, and you're waiting to be converted. So hopefully within the next week or 2, someone in your facility, possibly from if you got human resources, in-plant support, if you are next in line, wherever, maybe you're 1 through 5, 1 through 3, I don't know, depending on your facility, how many people, how many careers you have versus non-careers and what that ratio is for them to convert you. They should be coming to you soon to let you know that you're going to be converted. You probably going to be a part of the mass conversion. This is across the nation. This is not just in one area. This is every single body. So everybody MHAs across the nation who are at their 2.5 years, you're going to automatically be converted if you reach your 2.5 years on the ratification date. Okay, let's not get it twisted. So if they come to you and you say, I just made 2.5 years, April 31st. Nah, baby, we said March 13th, when the day the contract was ratified. Okay? All right. So remember what I told you guys. It's coming up soon. Be on the lookout. If you're getting ready to convert, this is what happens. These are the things that are going to happen. Your 2.5 years, you have to have. If you are still an MHA and you're not being converted yet, you will be advanced your 40 hours annual leave. So sometime after the 17th, let me see what pay period that is. That should be, hold on, y'all. I'll tell y'all what pay period that's going to be. That's going to be pay period 14. So on pay period 14, for those of you MHAs who are not nowhere near getting converted, you should see your 40 hours added. So not when the pay period ends, but when you get paid that following week on that check, look for, it'll say annual leave balance. It'll say AL balance. You should have your 40 hours. If it's not on that particular pay period, wait till the next one because sometimes they're fucking slow and it takes them 2 pay periods. And you should have your 40 hours on there. If you are not an MHA getting annual leave added and you're getting converted, then on or around the 17th of June, you should be getting information. You should be actually getting it prior to because you probably will get converted and your start date for your conversion will be on the 17th because when they convert, it's always and you're going to be converted and become a regular and start your new bid on the start of a new pay period, which will be the 17th of June. Okay. Also, do not forget, remember, they're eliminating step BB. That's for us old timers. I ain't that old. And the waiting period between the steps, okay, is no longer 52 weeks. It's 48. Whoop-de-fucking-do. So, I just had to give you guys this information before I laid my ass the hell down because I'm tired. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking and you wanted to get more information. A lot of y'all been, sending me messages. Oh, Miss K, when they gonna convert? Miss K, I'm waiting to be converted. I've been waiting so long. What's gonna happen? Do you know the date? Do you know this? Baby, I don't know. I only find out as soon as I get the info. I try to give it to y'all. Sometimes y'all know stuff before I motherfucking know shit. So if y'all know stuff, tell me, goddamn it, because I don't be damn knowing. So okay, so we got that out the way, right? So listen, any of my MHAs, if you are in the top 10, and you got your 2.5 years and they come to you and offer you the conversion, let me know, baby. And if you do get converted in the month of June, congratulations. Welcome back to the slave ship. So now you get to sit on a different side of the slave ship. You ain't got to sit in the back of the slave ship no more, baby. Now you get to sit in the front and roll even harder. So I hope this information you guys can use. It's something that I know a lot of y'all been waiting on. A lot of y'all been holding on hard because times are hard. Some of y'all getting your hours cut. Some of y'all thinking about quitting. Some of y'all are quitting, and trust me, I feel you. If you're not making a whole 40 and they give you the bullshit 26, it's hard out there in these streets. And you need to make sure that you are secure. But hold on a little while longer, my babies. Sweetie kids, it's coming. If you got your 2.5 years, if you're at the top of the list, hey, it's coming for you, okay? So, Miss K finna go take a bath, y'all. I'm tired, my feet hurt. And I need some wine. Guys, it's time to go to sleep, y'all. So, just want to lay y'all with the information because I always want y'all to be informed. Always want y'all to be in the fucking know. And always remember my postal babies. Love and light. Peace.